Episode 1. Practice consistently. Hello, everyone. Today I want to share something very important with you. Practice. Do you know what the key to learning anything is, especially English? The answer is the consistency. This means you need to practice every day. There is a famous quote that says, "Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally, but from what you do consistently." This means that if you do small things every day, they will lead to big results over time. Keep practicing and you will improve. Let me tell you a story about one of my students. His name was Daniel. When Daniel started learning with me, he could only say a few simple words in English. He felt very shy and nervous. He was scared of making mistakes when speaking. If someone asked him a question in English, he would only smile because he didn't know how to answer. But Daniel had a big dream. He wanted to learn English so he could travel the world someday. He wanted to visit new places and talk to people from different countries. Even though he was shy and scared, Daniel decided he would not give up on his dream. He knew that learning English would help him achieve it. Every day, Daniel practiced English for just 20 minutes. He started with small, easy steps. First, he learned simple words like hello, thank you, goodbye, and please. After that, he practiced short sentences such as, how are you? And I am fine, thank you. It wasn't easy for Daniel. Sometimes he used the wrong words. Other times, he mixed up the sentences and made mistakes. But do you know what made Daniel special? He didn't give up. He kept trying, no matter how hard it felt. Daniel stayed consistent, practicing every single day. That was the secret to his progress. One day, Daniel decided to try something new. He started practicing speaking out loud. At first, it felt a little funny for him to talk to himself, but he didn't let that stop him. He stood in front of a mirror and practiced saying sentences like, my name is Daniel. I live in a small town. He spoke slowly, making sure to pronounce every word clearly. As Daniel practiced more, he began to improve. Little by little, his confidence grew. He wasn't as shy anymore because he felt proud of his progress. Do you ever feel shy when speaking English? How do you overcome it? Share your tips in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Daniel also loved music, so he decided to use it to help him learn English. He started listening to English songs. At first, he chose slow songs because it was easier to understand the words. Even though he didn't always know what all the words meant, he would sing along. Singing made him feel happy and confident. It also helped him improve his pronunciation without feeling like it was hard work. I always tell my students, the more you listen, the clearer it gets. Daniel remembered this advice and made listening to English songs a part of his daily routine. He listened every day, and it helped him a lot. One day, something exciting happened to Daniel. He met a tourist in his town. The tourist was lost and needed help with directions. Daniel felt nervous at first, but he decided to try. He smiled and said, "Go straight, then turn right." The tourist understood him and smiled back, saying, "Thank you." That moment made Daniel feel so proud of himself. It was a small step, but it showed him that his hard work and practice were paying off. Daniel realized something important that day. The more you speak, the more confident you feel. It gave him the courage to keep learning and speaking in English. Not every day was easy for Daniel. There were times when he felt tired or didn't feel like studying. Some days, he just wanted to give up. But Daniel reminded himself of an important quote. Consistency is what transforms average into excellence. Even on the hardest days, Daniel made sure to practice for at least 5 minutes. He would say to himself, 5 minutes is better than nothing. Those small efforts kept him moving forward, and over time, they made a big difference in his progress. Daniel also began practicing his writing. At first, he wrote very simple sentences like, "The sun is bright," and "I like coffee." After some time, he tried writing about his day. For example, he wrote, "Today, I went to the park. I saw birds. The park was peaceful." Writing helped Daniel organize his thoughts and express himself better in English. He discovered that the more he wrote, the easier it became. Writing gave him confidence and improved both his vocabulary and sentence structure. It showed him that every small effort counts. After 6 months of practicing consistently, Daniel had completely changed. He was no longer the shy beginner who could only say a few words. Now, he could have small conversations with others. When he watched a movie in English, he could understand some words and phrases. Daniel felt so happy and proud of his progress. He knew there was still more to learn, but he could see how far he had come. One day, he told me, "Teacher, it feels so good to see my improvement. It makes me want to keep learning." His hard work and determination were paying off. The lesson we can learn from Daniel's story is simple. You don't have to learn everything at once. Start small and take one step at a time. Begin with a single word, then move on to sentences, and finally, try having conversations. Even practicing for just 10 minutes a day can make a big difference over time. The key is to stay consistent. The more you focus on learning, the faster you will see progress. The more you read, the stronger your vocabulary will become. Remember, small efforts every day lead to big results. Here's a small exercise for you today. Try to say one short sentence in English about how your day is going. For example, "I had breakfast," or "I am learning English." You can write it in the comments below. Don't worry if you make mistakes. Remember, mistakes help you learn and improve. Keep practicing, and you'll get better every day. Another quote I love says, "Little by little, a little becomes a lot." This means that every small step you take matters. Every new word you learn, every sentence you speak. These are all small but important steps toward becoming fluent in English. Even when progress feels slow, remember that each effort counts. Consistency is your best friend when learning a new language. If you practice a little bit every day, you will see big improvements over time. So, keep going, and don't give up. So, my dear learners, keep practicing, keep speaking, keep reading, and keep writing a little every day. The more you practice patience, the more calm and confident you will feel. One day, you will look back and be amazed at how far you've come. Trust me, that day will feel incredible. So, don't give up. Every effort you make today is helping you get closer to success tomorrow. Keep going. You're doing great. What is one thing you will try practicing today? It could be speaking a sentence, learning a new word, or writing about your day. Comment below and let me know. I'm excited to cheer you on and support you in your learning journey.